Whatever you make to lift your mood, it's alright. Show you what to do. Grab your hook and needles too. Today we're making merry. Hello, all my merry makers, and welcome to a Merry Making Monday. I am Becca. In case you're new to my channel, welcome. Merry Making Mondays are all about tutorials. Me teaching you how to make something, usually crochet or knit related. This week we're continuing in the crochet along / tutorial of the pattern by Red Teapot Atelier. It is a free pattern on Ravelry called Oolong Tea Shawl, and I do have permission from Red Teapot to do this tutorial. This week we will be doing rows 43, 44, and 45. So grab your crochet project and your hook and let's get started. Good news about this is that we are almost done with the repeat part of the pattern. Row 43 is actually a repeat of row 23. Alright. So I'm going to take out my stitch marker. Alright, row 23. We start off with a chain 4. Which counts as our triple crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it says into that first stitch, we are going to do 2 double crochets. So, one, 2. Alright, now we're going to chain 2. And then it says skip 2 stitches. Now remember there's a chain stitch here. So 1, 2, and then start with a back post double crochet. That's where you come from the back, around the post, yarn over. Now you have 3. And you finish it like a regular double crochet. Then you do a regular double crochet. And another back post double crochet. And now the repeat starts with chain 2. So 1, 2, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going into the middle of this 3 double crochet here, and we're doing a 2 double crochet shell where we do 2 double crochets. That's 2, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets all in that same stitch. Then we chain 1, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, going into that middle double crochet again, doing the same thing as before. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Alright, now we chain 2, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back post double crochet, regular double crochet, and back post double crochet. That's where the repeat ends, and it says to repeat until the last group of 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the group of 5 stitches they're talking about before the middle 2 chain space. I will meet you there. So here we are. We just, I just finished the back post double crochet, the regular double crochet, and the back post double crochet. All right, and that's where the repeat ends. So now it says to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going into the middle chain 2 space. And into the middle chain 2 space, it's a little confusing, but you're basically doing another 2 double crochet shell. It's just a little bit incomplete. So here we go. We're going to do 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet by itself, chain 2, and then you do a second incomplete shell. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then 2 double crochets. Okay. All right. So there you go. Oh, that was almost very bad. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I will try to edit that out if I can. Right. So there's that. So just as a reminder, when you're counting your double crochets, at this chain 2 space is where you stop counting for one side. And according to my notes, you should have 22 back post double crochets and 96 regular double crochets. I'm going to count real quick myself, and then we'll tackle the other half of row 43. For a second there, I didn't see my crochet hook. I was panicking. It's over to the left. It has no business being over to the left, but it was over to the left. All right. Okay. So we just did the middle, and now we're chaining 2. And then it says to skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the repeat starts with a back post double crochet, a regular double crochet, and another back post double crochet, chain 2, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, going into that middle double crochet, and we're doing the 2 double crochet shell. Hold on. Okay, yeah. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, two double crochet, chain 1 again, then we're skipping 3, 1, 2, 3, into that middle double crochet again, the same thing, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then it ends with chaining 2 and skipping 4 stitches. And it says to repeat that until the last leaf. This is what they're talking about. This is the leaf, and I will see you there. Whoop. There are just some days I cannot go without hitting the camera. Oh, didn't realize that was in frame. Lovely. Alright, so here we are on the last leaf. And the last part of the instructions of the repeat is to chain 2 and skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you start up on this with a back post double crochet. Then you do a regular double crochet. I'm just splitting my yarn. What the heck? There we go. And then a back post double crochet. Then you chain 2, and then it says skip 2 stitches. Just remember that there's a chain here and that you're going into the top of the triple crochet from last and into that triple crochet you're doing 2 double crochets and another triple crochet. So once I do, there we go. Now you can see that I skipped 1, 2, and now here's the second double crochet, and then the triple crochet, I'm not seeing my stitch marker. That's concerning. But that is the end of row 43. We're going to do a count. Make sure that you have 22 of the back post double crochets and 96 of the regular double crochets, and then we will move on to row 44. Alright, row 44, the last repeat before we get to the back to the main part of the pattern. It is a repeat of row 24. Row 24, we start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that counts as our triple crochet. Now we do 1 double crochet into that first stitch. Now we do, it says chain 1 double crochet into the next stitch twice. So what that looks like is chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch.
Here is your reminder. Mommy bedtime.
Stop.
That's 1, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch. That's 2. Okay, now we chain 2, and we skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, we're going into the middle part of this group of 3, and we are doing a front post double crochet. That's where we come in from the front, go around the post, and then just finish it like a regular double crochet. Now the repeat starts. It says chain 2, skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going into the middle of this shell, and into the middle of this shell we're doing another shell where we do 2 double crochets, chain 1, and do 2 double crochets. Now we chain 1 again. It says to skip 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going into the middle of this shell and doing the same thing. Chain or double crochet. That's 1, that's 2, chain 1, 2 more double crochets. That's 1, and that's 2. Now we chain 2, skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in over that middle double crochet we're doing a front post double crochet, and that is where the repeat ends. And it says to repeat until your last group of 3. This is what they're talking about, this group of 3, until the middle chain 2 space. I will meet you there. So here we are, we've done a front post double crochet in the last group of 3 before the middle 2 chain space. Now it says to chain 2, come on, and skip 5. I think we all know we're going into this middle chain space here, and we're doing a double crochet shell. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets. So 1 and 2. We're going to chain 1, skip at this stitch, and then into the middle chain space we're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, let's try that again, chain 2, 1 double crochet, and there's your middle chain, there's your middle space. Alright, now for row 44 you're going to have 11 front post double crochets and 88 double crochets. I'm going to do a quick count myself, make sure we're up to par, and do the other half of row 44. Okay. So now we're doing the second half, and we got a little frog in my throat there. Chain 1, skip this stitch, and into this chain space we're doing a double crochet fan. 2 double crochets, that's 1, that's 2, chain 1, 2 double crochets, that's 1, that's 2, let's see, and then chain 2, skip 5 stitches. We're going around this middle part of the group of 3, and the repeat starts with doing a front post double crochet. Chain 2, skip 5 stitches, going into this middle chain space, doing a fan of 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, 2 more double crochets into that same space, 1, 2, chain 1, skip 5 stitches again. You're going into this middle chain space. So you're skipping this chain space, going into the second one, and doing another fan. And if you want to stop and count to just make sure, that is totally fine. That's 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 more double crochets into that same space. And then the repeat ends with chaining 2 and skipping the 5 stitches. And it says to repeat until you reach the last group of 3 double crochets before the end. I will meet you there. Alright. So here we are at the last part, or the last group of 3, where the repeat ends with the chain 2 and skipping. Then we're instructed to do a front post double crochet. We're doing it around the middle one. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going into this second double crochet. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Please hold. Oh, that's right. There's 2 chains here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going into this first double crochet. When in doubt, look at your notes. All right. So now we're supposed to do double crochet, chain 1 into the next stitch twice. So double crochet, chain 1. That's 1. Double crochet, chain 1, that's 2. And now into the last stitch we're doing a double crochet and a triple crochet. So there's our double crochet, and then there's our triple crochet. Alright. That's the end of row 44. Again, on this side we should have 11 front post double crochets and 88 regular double crochets. As soon as I do a count, we're going to move on to the last row of this week's video, which is row 45. Row 45. Hooray! We are back to where she provides us stitch counts, which makes me very happy. Alright. And, working ahead, I know now that my counts have been correct because on the purple shawl, it was exactly where it needed to be for this row. Alright, we start with, it says, okay, row 45, same as 8. So it starts with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which of course counts as your triple crochet. And then we do 2 double crochets into that first stitch. Okay, just looked a little long there. 1, 2. And then you are going to put a double crochet in each and every stitch. I really advise you to take your time and make sure that when you do your stitches, you're not only going into the obvious double crochets, but you're also going into the chain spaces. That is going to be especially true for when you get to the chain 2 spaces. Sometimes it's not really obvious that there are 2 chains there. But you're going to do just plain double crochets all the way to the chain 2 space that is the middle of this row. I'll meet you there. So here we are at the middle space, and what we are going to do in this middle space is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and put 2 more double crochets. Alright, and like always, I'm going to tell you that this is a good spot to stop and count your stitches, especially since there's no design to help us know that we've arrived at the right point for this one. According to the pattern, you should have a grand total of 181 double crochets on one side. Don't be afraid to count slow. Don't be afraid to use your stitch markers to mark every 20. That's what I'm going to do. Usually I prefer my open circle stitch markers, but I can't find enough of those. So I'm just going to use these, I think they're called diaper pin ones, but I'm not going to pin them, I'm just going to leave them open. Once you have verified that you have 181 double crochets on this side, go ahead and start putting a double crochet in every stitch on the second side. Remember that there is only 1 chain here, and then after this first leaf, then it's 2 chains. And you're going to put a single double crochet in each and every stitch until you reach the end of the row I will meet you there. Alright, here we are in the second to last stitch. And into the last stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets and 1 triple crochet. So there's 1 double crochet. Come on. There's 2 double crochets. 1, 2 yarn overs makes a triple crochet. Alright. And again, gotta remember to pause and count. We have 181 of these double crochets that we need to have for one side. And I noticed that I stopped saying that you do have a triple crochet on each side. So just in case you're confused, that's not including the triple crochet. Alright, my merry makers, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. Feel free to comment down below. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you really like my videos, share my channel with your friends. And in the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao!